Hello, Slaters. Here we are with a fresh enthusiasm, energy, and zeal to get started with our English language classes. Children, we all know that language is the ability to produce and comprehend spoken and written words. Speaking, writing, and reading are integral to everyday life, where language is the primary tool for expression and communication. Thus, we can say that language gives us the words and way to share our thoughts and ideas, desires and wishes. With a blend of these qualities, dear Slaters, let's take a step ahead on the path of English language class, starting with the very first unit of our 10th class English reader. Let me brief you with the index of your reader. It comprises 8 units that are entitled with a theme based on the specific themes. The unit is redivided into reading A, B, and C. So, without any further delay, let's plunge into our first unit. Children, do you have any idea how two persons or one from many are identified? I am sure you may come out with an individual appearance as an answer, or to say it in a simple way, it's his or her personality. Indeed, it's well accepted that a person becomes different or, in fact, becomes unique due to his personality. So, how is that a person becomes unique? Yes, it is his or her characteristic pattern of thoughts, feelings, and behavior that makes a person unique. It is believed that personality arises from within the individual and remains fairly consistent throughout his life. Thus, we can comprehend that the theme of our first unit is about personality, and that is personality development. The development of a personality is a continuous process that evolves over time and responds to the influences and experiences of life that result in a settled way of thinking or feeling about something, thereby molding it into a quality of attitude. This quality of attitude, if an individual acquires in a positive way, can reach him to great heights, or we can say altitude. So, my dear Slaters, here we are with the title of our reading A of this unit as Attitude is Altitude. Before starting with the lesson, let's look into the collection of photographs in our reader on page number 2. I think many of you will have identified them. Yes, the photograph in costume of Bharatanatyam dance form is Sudha Chandran. Next, the top right is Stephen William Hawking, who was an English theoretical physicist and cosmologist. Last in the photo is Helen Keller, who helped to change the world by inspiring people and showing the world that people who are blind and deaf can do many things as valuable members of society. Now, children, after identifying them, let's try to note the particular reason for them being here. If you have noticed, these personalities had reached to their individual zenith of success, though being disabled. You will be surprised to realize that Sudha Chandran had to get her leg amputated after an accident. Professor Stephen Hawking was diagnosed with a rare form of motor neuron disease that decreases a person's ability to move and speak over time. A childhood illness took Helen Keller's sight and hearing, resulting in making her blind and deaf. So, Slaters, after knowing in detail about these legends, we understand that if you have an attitude to achieve a goal, there isn't any obstacle that can stop you from achieving success. This quality is well explained in our lesson by a person who doesn't have limbs yet becomes a motivational speaker and one who loves to swim, play football or soccer. He is recognized as Nick Vujicic. If we summarize the lesson, it starts with a downpour of questions relating to the response of a person without limbs made to do various activities that needs the use of the limbs. This condition existed in Nick Vujicic, who was born a torso with no arms or legs due to a disease named Fukumilia. Though the parents themselves took time to accept and manage the torso child, they were only indeed the reason for Nick to survive with such a disability. They decided to nurture their child in a normal way like other children, and with this intention, he was admitted in a mainstream school rather than a special school. Although the parents' intention was to make their son lead a normal life, Nick had to face a lot of problems that urged him to end his life at the age of 10. It was with the help of his religion, friends, and family that Nick succeeded to bring himself out of all the adversities and become an international symbol of victory. A disabled man's article who had managed to achieve great things and help others made him realize his own potential. Gaining great courage, he took a great decision to be always thankful for whatever he possessed and never to get angry for what he didn't have. It was in 1990 that he won the Australian Young Citizen of the Year award for his bravery and perseverance. Hawaii was the stopover during his world tour in 2008 when he met surfing master Bethany Hamilton, who had her arm bitten off by a shark when she was 12 years old. Finding her amazing and the one who could put herself in Nick's shoe, he started getting himself trained by her in surfing. Her coaching was so amazing that he not only was able to catch some waves well, but also learned to do the 360-degree spin on his surfboard. This was the feat that brought him on the cover of Surfer magazine within 48 hours. For this achievement, he acknowledges that he could do this easily as he has a very low center of gravity that makes him balance. Traveling 24 countries all over the world, he has motivated people with an extent of more than 110,000 people in a gathering. Referring to himself, he says that he would try again when he fails and simultaneously questions the crowd whether they would also try till they gain. He concludes by telling people to keep on getting up when they fall and to always love themselves. So, my dear Slaters, this was a synopsis of our lesson. Well, I hope you are now able to make out what exactly the lesson deals with. With this, we come to the end of this session. I hope you all have understood the lesson. See you soon in the next video session. Thank you, dear Slaters, and have a great day.